Welcome back, everybody, back in the video. Today we're going to be talking about the Special Mystic Summon banner because more than likely we are going to be getting one because we have yet to get a trailer / teaser for the upcoming new ML5 character. We haven't gotten one, so therefore it should more than likely be this. So let's get into it, right? Now, Tayou should be in there. I mean, this bro was in there in like the last recent packs, even though they say it needs to be 6 months or older for him to pop up in some packs. But yeah, so he should be in there. But honestly, regardless, even if he's in there, he's D tier in my opinion. I really don't like some. I can't really recommend something for him unless you're a straight cleaver and you really need him. Maybe B tier, but otherwise, if you're not a cleaver, I don't really recommend this character just because that's the only way he's ever going to work is because of cleaving. So I don't know if I'm gonna be leaving that here or I would just throw him in D tier because again, I'm pretty sure he was inside Lady of the Scales packs and if he's in there, that means he should be inside the custom Mystic banner, right? So let's get into it. So, right off the bat, I'm going to mention this. I do not really recommend summoning for older Moonlight 5 characters because the new ML5 characters we get nowadays are just super insane. There's only a couple units, such as Luna and Para, are the only two ML5 units that could really recommend summoning for because of how broken those two characters are in their own way. Otherwise, be very careful because like I said, I mean, let's look at the last 6. I mean, look at the characters not in there, right? Boss Arunca, Lady of the Scales, Witch Tenebria. That right there, disgusting combination to miss characters on, right? So, you know, just be careful with your mystics. Hopefully you have some saved up and you are ready to go. If you have mystics, like I'm talking like 20k, sure, knock yourself out. If you have like 10k, 5k, be careful, right? Be careful because after this, or soon, we should begin a brand new Moonlight 5-star, right? So just be careful. I want to recommend that. Just be very, very careful, right? So especially because if you look at the timeline, right? I mean, after the special mystics, boom, Boss Arunca, they could pull something like that again. So who knows? Something OP like that on that level of Boss Arunca. So let's get into it. So again, I have 2 characters in double S tier, which is going to be Luna and Para. I mean, these characters are pretty much self-explanatory. Luna stops seals, ignore ER, unbuffable, and seal. Most broken S3 in the game. It's so simple. Overall, a fantastic unit. Literally, nothing wrong with her. Para, this unit's going to be very, very good until the game does eventually end the service because she's a dark unit and she buffs dark units and she's evasion and the evasion meta is currently going on. She applies more evasion. She cleanses the team. She's very, very good. She's always going to be good because of her passive alone. I love this character. I may be summoning on this custom Mystic banner, even though I just recommended I don't really recommend summoning for older ML5 characters if you don't have a lot of mystics. But hey, who knows? We'll see. S tier, we have the likes of Celine, May Chloe, Bright Witch Seria, and Fallen Cecilia. Fallen Cecilia, May Chloe got recent buffs over the last, this year or so, right? So they have become phenomenal units, stopping fixed damage. So from 10,000 fixed damage, it is going down to 5k, and so forth. Any fixed damage is going to be cut in half. That passive is very, very strong because there was a lot of true damage going around, especially the likes of Renock, Rocket Punch, 3F, Drink, and so forth. Literally anything that does additional damage, it is going to be cutting it in half, which is very, very good. Spirit of Celine, let's be honest, her buff she got, disgusting, on top of her EE, made it even more disgusting. Free Soul Burn S1, more damage, she cleanses the entire team, brings them back to life, immortality. Overall, she's a very, very good unit, and I do recommend picking her up. Now again, she's not really as strong as she used to be, but she's still very, very strong in my opinion. Next is going to be Bright Witch Seria. Bright Witch Seria, she's still holding up. One of the few units, or actually the only unit in the game, in my opinion, I think, that she can ignore ER, strip unbuffable, defense break, 85% chance, right? Defense break, even though you have ignore ER. And on top of that, she has 50% hit chance, and she has stop revive for everybody. So overall, very, very disgusting unit, still to this day. And that's crazy. He gave her what, like more 10% chance for defense break on top of that, like 10 speed. So like she hasn't gotten that much, but she's still very, very good from way back then. All right. So let's get into it for A tier. A tier of Lionheart, Summer, Ruel, Ilanov, Bison, Huayang, Conquer Lilius, Abyss Fiend, Zio, Harsetti, SPP, Bright Sandy, and Solitaria. I do have the coin shop list down here as well if you're interested, because this is going to be the brand new coin shop coming into the game later on Wednesday. Actually, in about... last time I looked was like 24 hours, so it should be like 18, 17 hours now by the time the video does go up. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Lionheart and Ruel are absolutely crazy right now. They both got EEs recently, and Lionheart did get a little buff as well. They helped out tremendously. But these two units, and honestly, are very, very insane right now. Lionheart, I can definitely hear some debate for her moving up to S tier because of her buff / her EE made her pretty much insane. She is quite insane, so I could definitely hear some debate for her moving up to S tier. But overall, again, consensus is they are pretty strong units right now currently, right? Bison and Huayang stonks have risen so much because all the light units coming out, the debuffs coming out. Bison and Huayang is very, very good, but I cannot put her in S tier just because I don't like the fact that she just really, if she doesn't counter, she ain't doing nothing. That's the only thing I don't like about this unit, right? So, overall, I think she's a very, very good unit. I do think she's going to be A tier. Conquer Lilius, very, very disgusting when it comes to RTA right now. Abyss Fiend, always strong, but again, I don't really recommend summoning for Abyss Fiend, but again, I have to rate her. I think she's still A tier. I think she's phenomenal to have. So just keep that in mind. Zio, Harsetti was inside the boss selector, so hopefully you already pulled them. Otherwise, I still think they're A tier just because of what they offer. SPP, still insane, but kind of hard to really draft right now inside the evasion meta. No one really cares about the evasion. With SPP, can't really do much about that. Yeah, she sounds like Setsuka Fire Spirit, but that's not really enough to draft her right now, right? Brysenia is still very, very good, and Solitaria potentially stonks going up even more because of the likes of Fern coming out, stopping focus, right? Solitaria is the only unit in the game that does stop focus currently at the moment, besides SPP, where it cuts it in half. So, next we have B tier, Sage Vivian, Rowana, Strazi, DDR, Kayron, Designer Lilibet, Little Queen Charlotte, and Urban Shell. Shoot, Sage Vivian's Macy Guild War, Rowana is a cleave unit, Strazi is a cleave unit, technically some PvE, DDR does DDR things, Sleep Venom, all that good stuff. Kayron, pretty good still, but you still need some setup with him, potentially, depends how you build him, but you could go down a route that really bulky if you really want to, because his S3 does hit now on a miss. So, I really like this unit. I really like him. They buffed him. He's pretty good. I will be playing RTA very, very soon. I'm just waiting for the arena season to be over. But yeah, I really love this unit. Design Lilibet, if you are still struggling versus anything that has debuffs, unless it's Wish Tenebria, and you can't really cleanse the team with that. So just keep that in mind. Little Queen Charlotte, I have heard good things about her, but I have not seen that much about her. So therefore, I have her in B tier. Let me know down below. Have you guys seen a lot more about Little Queen Charlotte? Is she OP now? Is she broken? I need y'all to let me know about that because, again, I've heard stuff about her, but it's not the same level as May Chloe. All right? Urban Shadow Shoe, still good in my opinion. Still nice to have, but again, we're in B tier already, so it's a little bit wonky already. C tier, I don't really recommend these units, but again, line stocks could potentially be going up if you really want to. Because of the souls coming out. So, but Lion sucks. For some people, they may see her A tier because of her passive alone. But for me personally, I'll leave her down here in C tier because I really prefer with 3F, but it is what it is. DK Sharoon, if you have Renak and you don't have these units, really recommend picking her up. Haste, very, very good anti-cleave. Sage Bow things. Ludwig, I don't know how I feel about Ludwig, but with the new artifact, he's okay, I guess. But again, we're already down here in CT. I don't really recommend picking these up. Operation Secret, actually not that bad in terms of her multipliers, but yet again, you can easily make a debate for this unit being down here in D tier just automatically because, I mean, let's be honest, I think she needs one more buff. So, yeah. But that's pretty much going to be it for the custom Mystic Banner tier list. Other than that, though, if you have any other questions, let me know down below. And again, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later on. Peace out.